is Abby from Make Life Your Runway, and I'm here with my bi-weekly makeup basket. If you're curious about the products I've used for the last 2 weeks, products that we're going to use for the upcoming weeks, and just curious about kind of see more of a minimalist makeup basket, then just keep watching. Here we go. Okay, y'all. I rearranged my beauty room, as you might be able to tell from the setup here. Ooh. The next video will actually be clips of me rearranging it and what it looks like. And also in that video, we're going to go through my makeup collection and do a makeup organizational video with a theme. So that will be coming up after this video. I post every Friday. But today, we're going to talk about makeup that I've been using for the last 2 weeks and what we'll use for the upcoming week. I'm not wearing any makeup today. I just have my skincare, like the e.l.f. Glowy SPF and some lip gloss and some brow gel. And that's it. I'm just hanging around the house today and I didn't feel like putting makeup on. So we're a little bit natural today. But that's okay. We are going to talk about products that we used over the last 2 weeks. So I actually put them all in here. This is a clear makeup bag from Amazon. I had it in my gym locker at work and I wasn't really using it, so I wanted to bring it home and put makeup in it. So this is all the makeup that I actually used from last time's basket. And there are a couple products here I did not use. So let me just get them all out. So I'm going to talk about what I've used. I'm going to give some reviews, talk about what we're going to leave in, and then we'll shop the stash to add products in. So I did post a lipstick declutter. That was my last video up. So now all my lipsticks have a beautiful home here and over here where I can actually see what I have and use it, and that part's been going really well. But let's jump into the makeup. So this is a minimalist makeup basket because I am really focusing on diving in on my collection and not shopping a lot. I'm not buying, but my goal is to buy less, consume less, and use up more of what I have. And I want my makeup collection to be products I absolutely love. We'll talk about that more in the next video, but that is the whole goal and why we call it minimalist. I still have a large collection, so that part of it is not minimum, but how we're using it and how we are approaching makeup is minimalist these days, now, today. Okay, so for primer, I have been using the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter Primer. I do really like this. I kind of am trying to decide how I feel about it because it is so hyped online, and I don't feel like initially I bought into the hype, but the more I use it, the more I really enjoy it. Mine is in Fair, shade 1 Fair. And what I have been appreciating about this is there's like 1% of coverage on here and lots of glow. And something about that allows me to use less foundation. And my current foundation is a little bit of a more expensive foundation. So it's nice that a product like this can help me use less of it so that it will last longer. So that's been the primer, and we'll go ahead and leave it in. And then the foundation we're using that I was just mentioning is the It Your Skin But Better CC Plus Nude Glow. And again, mine is in Fair. I had a comment asking how does this compare to the L'Oreal Pro Glow, which is one of my favorite foundations of all time. I would say it's not as glowy as that. Coverage is similar. This color is Fair, and my color in Pro Glow is 202, and they're both great matches for me, even though side by side I think they might be a little bit different in shade. I really like this, especially pairing the e.l.f. underneath. I can use less of this, like a true pump, over this, and it looks nice, especially after I do concealer and set it and all of that. So we're going to keep those in. I'm also going to keep in the concealer that I'm using, or have been using, which is the Maybelline Eraser 120. This is an OG product that I recently, like in the last 6 months, maybe a year at this point, I don't even know, purchased, but we're going to leave that in here for now. And then I do also have this product that I put on, I guess first before any of those, which is the Milani Supercharged Brightener. This one is in Pink Rose. So I try to use this almost every day, but some days I really do forget. So that's kind of the base lineup. And then I set everything with one of two products. First one, CoverGirl Clean Fresh. Sometimes I'll use this to set products. Sometimes I'll use this as a finishing to kind of blend everything together. It just kind of depends, honestly. I have hit pan on it, and this color for me is 120 Fair. And I'm just going to leave this in here until we use it up. So I keep it a press and a loose, and the loose powder has been the Too Faced Born This Way. And guys, there's just like a little bit in there, you can see, and I'm gonna try to get it out, but it's getting to the point that I like can't get it out anymore. This is the Born This Way. I've had this in my collection forever. I'm gonna try one more use to get this out, but we will go ahead and pull another loose powder to use for the next couple of weeks, or maybe pan. We'll see. I haven't made up my mind. Alright, so that was everything as far as base products. So next up are bronzers, and the NARS Laguna I used, and I really enjoyed it, but we will put that back in my collection. Oh, I did rearrange my makeup a little bit, so you'll see that later. Okay, and then I also had in the Yinsa Sunlit Glow. This is a silk bronzing base. I don't know. Okay. I used it. The color is really, really pretty. I'm going to keep it in for one more use, but here's the thing. If I do all these base products in this and I don't set it, it looks really pretty. But the moment I set it, like, I'm just washed out. Like, I didn't even do anything as far as, like, bronzer goes. And it says bronzing base, so I guess the point is you do this and then do a powder on top. But, like, why do I need both? I feel like I don't need both. But if I set it, because I don't like things to be tacky on my face, like my skincare right now is really tacky and it's driving me crazy. And I know when people use cream products, they don't really set them, like, maybe a little bit, but I can't. That's not me. I don't like that. I use this over the Flower Blush Balm in Cinnamon. Same thing. It looked really pretty, like, when I applied it, but as soon as I set it all, it disappeared, and then I had to put powder blush on top. And again, like, maybe that's the thing, like, it's a base, but I feel like my powder products look good without having these other products on it. I mean, my makeup looked really pretty when it was done. So it's not about it, like, not looking good. It's more of, like, is it necessary? Is it something I'm going to grab for? Is it a routine I'm going to reach for often? And the answer is no. Like, I'm not. So I'm going to pass these along out of my collection. Especially as I talk about these next few products, like, love them. Like, they bring me so much joy. Alright. So, the products that I pulled that I adored, oh my gosh, the Je ne sais quoi by It Cosmetics. Why did I quit using this? This is literally my perfect blush. Perfect. Like, it blends beautiful, it matches my skin tone, it diffuses nicely so it's not this intense on my cheeks. I'm actually going to keep this in longer and just love on it a little bit more because I truly loved it. Along with the MAC Soft and Gentle, oh my gosh, this combo in particular brought me so much joy. I got so many compliments when I used it from people at work, and I just need more of this. Like, this brings me so much happiness that I want all of my products to bring me this much happiness, and if they don't, just give them to someone else because they might bring someone else a lot of happiness. Love the Hyper Real Glow from MAC. I didn't use this a ton, but I did get a little bit of use out of it, so we will put that back. Also, the Park Avenue Princess palette by Tarte. This one is discontinued. I used it a little bit. I feel indifferent about it. I don't love it and I don't hate it. I don't feel like I need to pass it on, but I do feel like it's one I want to use more in my collection, just not necessarily in this next 2 weeks. So we'll put that back. I didn't get to the MAC Oh Darling highlight this time around. So I'm going to actually keep that in here to get to it. Lily just laid down the tripod. Okay. This one is staying in. This is just a little like Z palette of singles. I have a couple of Melt, one by ABH. So we're actually going to leave this in here. Loved using this Dream Street over the last couple of weeks. I got a lot of use out of the neutrals, some use out of the darker ones as eyeliner. It was really pretty. Again, would love to pull it again sometime soon. Just not necessarily this time around. Love the Maybelline Nude Glow. I use this a lot as a one and done eyeshadow. And I am going to leave that in this rotation as well. Really enjoyed using it. We'll put back MAC Double Gleam, but I did use it and I love this one a lot. This is classic. It's beautiful. It brings me a lot of joy, but we will go ahead and put it back for this go around. My eyebrow pencils we'll leave in. We have Too Faced Pomade and a Pencil, L'Oreal Brow Stylist, both in taupe, a clear brow gel from Merit. We'll leave those in here. I also have a taupe eyebrow pencil by Billion Dollar Brows, a lip liner in Spice by Milani, a Tarte eyeliner, and then an Ico Fat eyeliner. So we'll go ahead and leave all of those in here. I have a pink powder that I'm playing with. We'll leave that in here. I'm still working through the Mario foundation. I didn't actually use it in the last 2 weeks, but you guys told me that Revlon has a similar one, and I was watching Jen's video. You guys know Jen. She's doing a huge declutter series on her channel right now, and she compared that one to the Revlon one as well. And so I'm not buying more than one foundation at a time, but that's definitely going to be on my wish list when I do need some foundation. And then we have the e.l.f. Brow Wow in here, and my setting spray currently is the Milani Make It Last, my only setting spray in my collection. So of course I'll be using that. So we're going to go ahead and put back these products right here, and we'll shop the stash for other products. Also, before we do that, I didn't even realize it was time for 21 Days of Beauty, which makes sense because this is the time of year that it happens, but I've just been out of the loop, I guess. Nothing is really grabbing my attention. Like, I'm ready to be wowed. I have actually right here a Sephora gift card. So, like, I was gifted that, so I would like to spend it, but only on things that I'm wowed by. I'm not going to just spend it to spend it, but like, I'm not buying foundation or base products right now. I don't need any powders. I don't need any skincare. So I guess it would be like maybe if a highlighter or a blush jumped up at me. I'm not really open to bronzers at the moment or lip products. Maybe an eyeshadow. I don't know. I just need to be wowed, and I've been clicking through, seeing what's going on, and nothing's really wowing me. But let me know if you guys are wowed by something. Maybe I'll be wowed by what you're wowed by, and then maybe we'll just see what happens. Alright, so we're gonna flip the camera, and we're gonna shop the stash. Okay, like I said, I did some rearranging in here. So this first drawer is bronzers, highlights, and then back here we have my highlighter palettes. I haven't decluttered a ton, but just doing a little bit here and there has allowed me to condense some products a little bit. So that's what you're seeing in this drawer. Before it was just highlighters. So we will go ahead and put back this blush. We're trying to work through each one. Since we left 2 highlighters in, I think we'll go ahead and skip highlighters for this go around, but we will kind of slide this back with the rest, this palette. And then with bronzers, we're also rotating through these. they got a little flip-flopped from where they were before. Okay. Here's NARS. So we're actually going to pull out these two minis. We have a Bare Minerals mini bronzer. I've used this before, and it's in Warmth, and I remember liking it, but it's been a while. And then Hannah Lee Matte Bronzer. I've also used this, and it's been a while. This one is just matte bronzer, and I remember liking them both. So these will be the bronzers that we use for the upcoming week. And then, like I said, we still have those two MAC highlights, so we will just keep with those. We'll just keep this little basket to the side, fill it up together. That's going to be everything in here. Okay, this is my blush collection, and I have reorganized it a little bit since you've seen it last. And last time's bi-weekly makeup basket, I actually pulled these out of the what was bronzer drawer, and I had in like white ones like this here, and I decided to add these clear ones, and it looks so pretty, but they have less spots than what I could fit in the long white ones, which means the bin we've been going through is full again. We had emptied it out because we were going through one by one, but I kind of had to push some stuff in here. Uh-oh, we're good, to make this work. So we have more to go through in here. So we've gone through all of these. We're keeping out the IT Cosmetics. So I'm just going to pull one more, which is this next one up, which is Benefit Box Blush. These are going to be one of Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty deals, and the mini ones are just perfect. But anyways, this color is in Shelly, and it's a nice coral color. So we will use this for the next 2 weeks and only pull that one. And then that's going to be it in here. Okay, this drawer looks the same. We have my base products. We have some eyeshadow singles and smaller palettes. And then some concealers and powders. So for concealers, I actually want to pull this to use as mostly an eyelid primer, but also a normal concealer. I find that the one from Maybelline is a little bit too thin to use as a concealer and eye primer. So I thought I would just pull out this other Maybelline one I have that's been discontinued, and it's a little bit of a medium coverage or fuller coverage. So I will use this, either as an eyelid primer, which I think might be good because it might be too dark as an actual concealer for me. I don't know. We'll play with it and see what happens, but we'll definitely pull that out. Okay, and then we need to pull a pressed powder, and I think I do want to go ahead and pan whatever we pull, and this is kind of a hard decision because like this one's pretty full, this Laura Mercier is pretty full, and this number 7's really full, and this e.l.f. Halo is pretty full. The one that is not full is this L'Oreal Age Perfect, because I spent time like last summer and fall working on it and only it, and I don't absolutely love it that I want to commit to it, but it also would be the easiest to pan and work through, and I don't want to like get rid of it. So I think this might be what we work through for the next few months, and I could always like circle in or cycle in one of these other ones, but I don't know. I really enjoy using up my products, and the easiest way to do that is to only use one at a time. And I think that's what we're gonna do. Oh, I usually put this Tarte one in here. Okay, so I guess that's what we're gonna do. Yep, that's right. I moved around just enough stuff that I can get my large eyeshadow palettes in here. This is where the bronzers were. And I think I'm just going to remember to use them more if they're like in here and not sitting somewhere else. And yeah, I feel good about it. So these are face palettes. And I think I do want to pull a face palette. Alright, let's just, you know what? Let's just go with the Elephant by Hourglass. I love this one so much. It's expensive, but it's so good. And yeah, we're just going to use this in the mix. I do want to pull a larger eyeshadow palette, and I don't know which one. Actually, let's go with Emily Edit. I know a lot of you guys used to have a lot of you used to have this. That's what I meant to say. But some of you said yours went bad. So let's see what mine's looking like. Doesn't look too bad. I'll smell it. Gotta do the smell test. It does smell like straight Play-Doh though. Yeah, it smells like straight. You know when makeup goes off, it gets that crayon. Like, it smells bad. Like, when I opened it and was just holding it here to focus the camera, I started to smell it from it being, like, this far from me. Now it just smells like super cheap makeup. Okay. If you have the Emily Edit, check it out. Yours might have gone bad. I appreciate you guys telling me that because I probably wouldn't even spent time on it. Okay. I really think I want this palette. I haven't pulled this in so long. The Too Faced Natural Lust. Oh my gosh, it's so stunning. These are really the colors I gravitate towards for my eyes these days. A little jeweled, a little matte, a little cool tone, a little pop of color. This is what I live for. And she smells good. She smells really good. And I think I just got my nose in it, but yeah, it smells fine. So we'll pull this for eyeshadows. Now I like want to go through and smell all of them, but not gonna do that. Okay, so we're done here. And then here's my more normal size eyeshadow palettes. So we'll put back the ColourPop. Didn't change anything in here. We'll keep it like that. And I think that's everything for shopping the stash. Okay, here's my vanity. So I'm gonna just move my products in here. And I've been enjoying that as I use them, then I move them into this clear bin. It helps me know that I am using each product up and giving it a fair shot in each time we pull it. So some of these aren't going to totally fit in here. So let me move this mirror. You can see I have this bin over here for products that won't fit. Just kind of slip this in there as well. Slide this in here. And these are the products that are being either passed along or decluttered. Check your stuff. I know you guys have old collections like me. It does not last forever, okay? That's why we need to use what we have, enjoy what we have, and not just let it sit there because it will go bad. It will. Thank you all so much for being here. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!